Welcome to another world that I have somehow managed to screw up because, because I wanted to, really. This is Xenon. I don't think I spelled it correctly. And this is Zoran. This is Diego. He is a single father after being abducted by an alien. Baby Xenon. Xenon's birth certificate. As you can see, Soren is a newborn, and he is human, but his mom is half alien. Wait, what? Baby has ordered pizza. The baby's right here. So she wants pizza? Oh yeah, she didn't really want Zoran. I was testing out a few things. Okay, everybody's asleep. Oh yeah, she's gotta go to school. Girl, if you don't use... Okay, stand alone. And then Grandpa has gotta go to work. But I think that's later. 2 days. So he gets to be the babysitter. Okay, let's test some mods. That's really the reason that I came here today, that I logged in. Okay, MC Command Center. As you can see, this is a major one for me. Okay, if I didn't have this one, I wouldn't be playing. I would quit. I would quit right now. It's got a lot of things right here. And these are just the ones you interact with people. There's also extra, with this where you interact with the computer and control more of like the worldly things. Like population control, money, build by. Was the RPO. This is another one that I feel like is a big fun for me, even enjoying things here. Cause like let's do this. Okay, yeah, so I'm deciding custody of Xenon. Okay, and bottle feed, maybe he's hungry. Bro, we don't care about your painting right now. Go feed Zoran, he's hungry. Possibly. I don't know if this game broke or if I broke it, but sometimes when they don't pay attention, I break things. They're electronics. Okay, Zoran seems like he's doing pretty good. He was just hungry. Next, I'm going to show you something pretty important. I think this might have been one of the only mods, like one of the only 2 mods I used in episode 16, but like this is a whole different world than the world that I used for It's Complicated. Okay, and this, we're going to move Zoran. Okay? As you can see, bassinet is very empty here. Where is Zoran? Like, where did the baby go? Right here. He is right here. I had to make sure everything lined up perfectly so he could be right here. Still, same options. You can even pick him up. You put him in your inventory, take him wherever you want to take him. And when you're ready, you can always put him back. See? There is. There is. Put back. That's what I did to move Eden from upstairs to downstairs, right next to where Jess and Evan were talking for the, like, what if episode. What if she survived? Or this is just a dream. And I know some people probably didn't understand that as the concept, but that's kind of why the filter was there. It's kind of like a yellowish, like, if everything could be perfect kind of thing. This is the life we would have been living, if only. But not everybody's gonna get that. Also, if we put The Sims aside for a second, there are some things that I would talk about. I know a lot of people are probably going to talk about this. If you've ever had worked in the customer service field, you really understand how a lot of people are high-key very stupid, and then they want to blame you for problems that you had no part in, and they're yelling at the poor customer service person about something that they had no part in, and then they're just upset. Like, we get you're upset, but I mean, there is not much that we can do, and it's kind of like a setup to be the scapegoat kind of thing. It's like, oh, this is the type of people that deal with the customers, to deal with the problems and basically absorb the anger of the public so that the people that are actually at fault for whatever problem don't have to. But it is kind of weird though, because imagine like you're working in that field, you're putting it in, day out, dealing with people yelling at you. It's not that big of a deal. But the one issue is when people will listen to something you just said, repeat what you just said, and then go, no, I don't think so. I think my way is better. And you could really pull up the sources right there and read word for word what they say, and they're like, no, my way. And it's like, well, no. Or if you're working in a field with protected information, when people are just like, oh, well, I'm their so-and-so. Like, unless you have a certain permission, which works in a particular way with the system, it is breaking the law for the person to give you all of the information that you are requesting. So to throw a fit is kind of childish. And I've seen this happen. It's kind of ridiculous, if you ask me, because it's like people don't know how things work. Like so it's like people don't know how these things work. Like, you don't know that, like, it's against the law to be given all this information about this person, and then they try to intimidate you with the well, last time, or I've been doing it for X amount of years, and it's like, yeah, still, why would I risk my job for you? Like, I also have things that I have to do, you know, I have bills to pay and stuff, or when people list, like, you know, when people make a mistake and you try to tell them kindly, like, oh yeah, no, it's a common mistake, you know, this happens, and they get agitated and still blame you for their problems. And some might be like, well, maybe, you know, this isn't just the right thing for you to do, for me particularly. And honestly, I would just say, like, usually if I'm doing this type of thing, it's to get to a certain goal. I don't particularly like it, but I don't hate it enough to where I'd like complain. I just want a goal to be completed for real, and that's yeah. Also, I didn't go with my It's Complicated cast this time because I don't want to waste time. I am not even halfway done with Evan's story. I'm just getting to the beginning of the major plot within the story. And yeah, I've had a lot of writers talk about it because it's like a time crunch, and I don't do well in that type of situation. It makes me anxious and stuff, but I put it on myself because I wanted to do it, because I wanted to know what happens next with that at least, and it's complicated. It's the title. It's the best way that I can describe the situation. But anyway, I also want to discuss this whole sim moola situation because it's ridiculous. If I want something, I could just, especially if I want something faulty, I could just go out and get me some CC for free. And you want me to pay you after I already spent a shit ton on these games and these packs for what? And I get it's like, oh, made by simmers for simmers. Your soul's custom content and mods. No thank you. Here's where it needs to be changed. Also, Diego Lobo is a very upset, like he's a very grumpy parent. So if you decide to make him a alien, like a father to an alien child, he's not gonna be happy. He was not happy. And so yeah, no, that whole moola thing, I'm not doing it. I'm not partaking in it. I'm not doing it. I think I completed this. Yeah, I completed all of it. You know what? That's all the energy I have today. Bye.